Testing, testing. One, two, three. We are early today, honey. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I see C. Patterson's in the building. Yes, like, subscribe, and share. If you can hear me, put a one in the chat. I'm just trying to make sure this audio is together, honey, because y'all know how I go. Hold on, let me make sure my speaker. Okay, the speaker is on. Everything is on. Okay, come on in, and we will get started in just a minute. You know what? I'm just gonna play this song.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATL.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Oh, it's early in the morning for me. It's early in the morning for me. Y'all know I'm a late night girl. Okay, I be on here late in the nighttime, honey, when it's after dark and the sun is still up, and I cannot believe I am on the live. It's on the live, especially after last night when we drank that whole bottle of wine. Okay, shout out to the Facebook. Let me shout out to the Facebook first, honey. They made it known they was in here waiting. Okay, shout out to the Facebook. If you are not a Facebooker, you can go on the Facebook and go type in straight from the A and you will see me over there. Okay. Also, a special shout out to my Patreon members because they always get their first alerts, honey, and they are in here tight, honey. They are in here tight. And let's not forget, honey, my the green members. Those are our channel sponsors over here on the YouTube. They get a little special attention because they give me some special coins. Okay, and they are sponsoring the channel, and you can sponsor the channel too. Only thing I do is click that join button, and for the low price, I think it's $1.99 or something like that, you will get some special emojis. And then we have different tiers where I also allow you to participate in the Patreon, which is real special because we be over there reading the girls. And anyway, it's a whole bunch of celebrities in our Patreon lurking, and they be looking, trying to make sure I don't be saying too much. And I'm like, why is y'all over here? I mean, anyway, I digress. And shout out to my fellow content creators. We got some content creators in here and over there and everything too. And I appreciate them as well. Larger Curves and VLB and Princess AG. It's a whole bunch of them in here, child. Laka. Okay. So yeah, make sure you check out our fellow squad members who also create content. Okay, now it's early. It's early, so I got to get my voice together. Check. I might have to drink me a little bit of water or something. Give me a little perk up. It said happy 420 day. Everybody talk about you need to be smoking weed and popping edibles and all that stuff. We all gonna be sleep and lazy in a minute, but I haven't took none yet. Now I haven't. Meanwhile, I just have a question for y'all. Last night, if y'all didn't see the live last night, you better. My friend Josh was here. You know, Josh comes. It's always a great time. We always reads the girls, and he's always like the anti Michelle. He always has a different of opinion than I do, which is fun because I love to, go bounce things off of him. So we talked about, Latasha Scott. Of course, he's one of y'all who believes that Latasha stole the money, but I don't believe that. Okay, I don't, and I'm not going to believe it. And y'all can't make me change my mind. I feel like it's all candy fault, and that's it. Okay, but we also was looking at houses. This is what we do every day, even when we not online. We look at houses. We go on Zillow. We be riding through neighborhoods. I love going through a good, cute neighborhood I've never seen before and look at the big houses. I love going on Zillow when the new houses come on the market for sale or whatever, and you get to see like the inside, and you get to look at people's decor and all that. I just love doing it. Now I don't know about y'all, but that's just me. But there's been plenty of times when I have caught flack. Thank you, Real Estate Insider. Y'all go check out the Real Estate Insider because the Real Estate Insider have all the tea. He had done one house on the Atlanta Real Estate Insider. Okay, they got different channels now. He had Claudia, colorist Claudia Jordan's house over there. He has Toya Rice. Like everybody's house is on there. And I just be liking to see people's houses. So anywho, I'm digressing. We were talking about houses yesterday. And I caught so much flack, but I've caught flack before. That's what I was about to say. I've caught flack before because I don't know if you recall, a drone video had came out a few years ago, and I was, I got stuff in the way. I was, online looking at the drone video. We did a review of it. We saw the drone footage of Cynthia house. We saw the drone footage of Nene house. We saw the drone footage of Candy house. We saw the drone footage of everybody's house. Okay. And we was getting our life because we like to see houses. We like to see the land. We saw Eva house. We saw everybody's house from the outside now. And people was getting mad, like, oh my God, that's such an invasion of privacy. Oh my God, how can y'all look at all of these houses and and people be stalking? But I'm just like, we looking at the stuff that y'all looking at, like anybody can look up these houses. And I'm trying to figure out how is it all of a sudden off limits to look at celebrity houses? Y'all let me know. Is it off limits to look at celebrity houses? Let me know. Y'all put a one in the chat if you think it is off limits and if it is weird and dangerous. I'm just saying because people have said it is weird. I'm obsessed, and I'm just like, don't we all do this? Let me know. Like I'm just confused. Am I the only one? You saw that, Michelle? They was reading you fulfilled. They was reading me, child. Thank you so much. Okay, let me see. It's public information. It's public information. Okay, I'm just saying. Hey, powerful. I'm just saying. I just wanted to know if because I feel a ways because this one person in particular, colorist Claudia. Y'all know I really don't see it for her because she's a colorist, but I will report on her because this is what we do over here. We talk about people even if we don't like especially if we don't like her. We talk about people over here. But yeah, so she's been reaching out to people, reaching out to friends of friends of friends. And she like, look, been in my friends' DMs and leaving 15 paragraphs and talk about how weird it is and how Michelle is obsessed with me and all of this. And I'm just like, first of all, Michelle didn't run with the story when Michelle got it. Okay. First of all, Michelle saw it somewhere else and decided to come on here and talk about it. So I'm just trying to figure out what. Anyway, Patreon, I got a earful for y'all because I'm gonna read the whole thing to y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the long ass letter and everything, but I don't want to even get her this clout on here because I feel like she reached out to my friends. Like that's stalkerish right there. To go and find my friends' Instagram and go into my friends' DMs and to leave messages for my friends to tell my friends that I'm weird and this and that. And I'm just like, that is a stalker. Now, listen, we did not condone bullying around here. I don't want none of y'all squad members in this lady DMs because clearly she's a little touched. Okay. So I mean, I just wanted to spend some time and just tell y'all that because it's a mess. It'd be a mess. And like, don't be stalking my friends. My friends ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, and she must know she already blocked, so she can't come. Anyway, I'm digressing. You said it does worry me for people who are on reality TV when things like what happened to Marlo last year. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. That's why when you are a celebrity, whether listen, we were looking at Nene house in the Waldorf Astoria. We were looking at Nene house in Dunwood. Like I'm just trying to figure out like when you are on TV, there is a certain level of privacy that gets invaded sometimes. I'm just saying. So there are celebrity home tours in Cali. Like listen, this is not a white thing, a black thing, anything. Y'all be looking at Brad Pitt house and everybody else house. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Like as a celebrity, you need to just ensure that your safety is under control. Like you need to be armed. You need to have cameras around your house. You need to do this because people drive past houses all the time. Now, don't come in my house now. You can drive past. You can look at the outside all you want to. Anyway, you said, "Hey, Michelle, girl, looking like a whole snack today. About to have me slide all up in your DMs. Okay, come on, slide on up in that DMs. Okay." Because she knows she's not going to ask me. That's the point. She's not going to ask me. So she's going to, just stalk all my friends Anybody that she feels like is a follower of mine, she will be in your DMs. It's just weird to me. That's what's weird. Anyway, moving on. Okay, I just want to get that out the way because I just, felt the ways about it. And I'm like, what is off limits? And why would colorist Claudia's house be off limits when Nene's house wasn't off limits? And y'all know I ride from Nene Leaks, honey. We was all up in the Waldorf and everywhere else looking at her house and her furnishings and everything. So I don't know. Anyway, we looked at little boozy house that she got ran out of. Okay, we looked at little boozy house. Okay, but we not putting no addresses out there. We not telling nobody to drive by there. We just looking at the furnishings and stuff. I like looking at the interior, exteriors and stuff. Anyway, moving on. She's embarrassed about her house. Listen, I know I spent too much time on this already. But I just want to say this. If you are embarrassed about your house, don't put so much information on social media. Don't put the picture where somebody can put your picture and say this is this house. Da, 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 da." Like I just feel like, she has made it her purpose to go online to involve all of her fans in her house hunting process for the past however many years. You have seen all the houses that she looked at, and people that sent me a link to when she was actually touring the house that she actually bought, and she put that on live. So it's like when you talk about off limits, shouldn't you protect your own privacy? Hmm, I don't know. Anyway, just a thought. You're right. I always look at celebrity homes. You said, shoot, she bothered that you might have peeped your washer and dryer. I think that's what it is. Junkie Dineva sold that washer and dryer and she got it in there because that was an old washer and dryer, honey. Everybody got front loaders now. She got them top loaders in there. We don't know. And I'm just being shady. There ain't nothing wrong with a little top loader as long as they get your clothes clean. So don't be getting mad. Talk about I'm elitist and I'm talking about laminate floors and I'm talking about I just like houses. Anywho, shout out to the squad. Come on in. Y'all like this video. It is a midday live. The sun is up and I cannot believe I'm in here. You said it's just off limits to you, Michelle. You always the bad guy. Okay, I am the bad guy. And I guess I will be the bad guy. Okay, the bad girl. Okay. Anyway, moving on, since we talk about colorist Claudia, we might as well talk about Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya Moore and her invisible divorce, honey. I don't know what is going on with this divorce. Kenya Moore had been getting divorced longer than she was involved in this fake marriage. Okay. She got a fake marriage and a fake divorce, which but she did get a beautiful daughter out of it. She went to the fertility clinic and got her a daughter out of it. And I am not mad at her because you do what you want when you got it. Okay. Anyway, you said I will never own a white refrigerator. I cannot. So Kenya Moore's divorce is in the news again. Okay. So this time, the first it was they was arguing over Brooklyn, like who was gonna take care of Brooklyn. They was arguing. Mark wanted the house. Mark wanted a portion of the house. Mark said even though he ain't never lived there, he feel like he is owed something. Because listen, y'all remember when Kenya got into it with Matt, and Matt told y'all that Kenya was manipulative and fundamentally deceptive, and Matt and Peter got to fighting because all that stuff happened when Matt was trying to ask Peter like how could he get money from Kenya because Kenya said that she was gonna pay him for being her boyfriend on the show. Like it's the same thing that's going on with Mark now in this fake divorce, this fake marriage, this fake divorce, everything that's going on with it. Like we ain't never seen them live in the same house. Kenya was in the closet folding up clothes that still had tags on it. We listen. I don't even understand why we even talking about it, but we will. But Mark's divorce attorney, they say this is a news. This is the radar online, honey. That said that Mark's divorce attorney has dropped him. Is sick of his shenanigans, and I can read between the lines because basically Mark's divorce attorney is like, listen. You done got me on retainer and shit, and y'all ain't even divorcing. This ain't even no real divorce. And like, well, this ain't even no real divorce. I'm sick of going through this time after time after time. I don't understand. So the divorce lawyer said, I'm out, honey. I am out, honey. Y'all ain't even divorcing because y'all ain't never even got married. That's how I see it now. I don't know what it is, but this is how I interpret it. Because how you been getting divorced for 4 years? How it is not like she got billions and quadrillions of dollars. I'm just trying to figure out how you been getting divorced for 4 years. Anyway, according to Radar Online, Kenya Moore's ex-husband Marc Daly has been dropped by his lawyer weeks before he set the face off with the real Atlanta star. According to court documents, last week Mark's lawyer Regina Edwards informed the court of her request to withdraw from the case. Okay. Edwards said that Mark has 10 days to object to her motion. Further, the lawyer said Mark will be responsible for preparing her for trial and hiring a new lawyer. She noted that the trial is scheduled for May 22nd, 2023. That's 2 days? No, that's a month away. I'm sorry, I'm in April. I didn't skip the month. But said, however, said proceedings will not be affected by the undersigned's withdrawal. That gives me, if the proceedings would not be affected by the lawyer leaving, that means it's the shenanigans going on. It's like you don't even need a lawyer for this, because I'm just saying she said it in the damn notes. She noted that the trial is scheduled for May 22nd, but said, however, said proceedings will not be affected by the undersigned's withdrawal. As Radar Online first reported, Kenya filed for divorce in 2021. 22, 23. Okay, that's 2 years. In the petition, she listed the date of separation as September 2019 and noted they had been living in a bona fide state of separation since that date. The Bravo star said the marriage was irretrievably broken with no hope of reconciliation, and the couple shares a daughter who was born in 2018. Now, it's just a mess. It said Mark agreed to the divorce, and with Kenya having primary custody, however, he demanded joint legal custody. As first reported prior to the divorce, Kenya filed a legal case over custody of Brooklyn. During the battle, Mark attempted to block their daughter from filming, and the judge eventually said, okay, there was no evidence shown that Kenya would place Brooklyn in any harm. And so they allowed her to continue filming because she needed it, because that was the way she earned her money. Okay. So, meanwhile, the order also stated that the evidence further showed that Kenya is not able if she is not able to involve the child, that it could negatively impact her ability to make money or even be employed, honey. They were saying Bravo gonna fire her if she can't show Brooklyn, but it's not like we even see Brooklyn. But anyway, Radar Online also states that in the divorce, Mark said he believed Kenya owed him a cut of the home they shared. Now, I'm confused because they ain't really share the house. Now, Mark, you wrong for that. Mark, if you just want some money, just ask for the money, Mark. I know you signed a non-disclosure. I know you can't tell the people what's really going on. But Mark, I think you should just ask for the money that Kenya owe you from working. The Mark that Kenya owe you for your don't donating your sperm, because I don't even believe they had sex, but that's just me. And you need to just ask for the money. But he's saying that he wants a cut of the home. But she purchased the home before they got married. We know that. In addition, Mark demanded that Kenya pay his legal bills for the case. Now, y'all, Cadero said, is Kenya trying to keep this divorce sealed? Because in those documents, we will know the truth about that baby. Exactly, Cadero. And why is Mark asking Kenya to pay his legal bills? It's giving me employee. It's giving me you owe me money. It's giving me pay my legal bills, pay I need half of this, I need all of this, because if it wasn't for me, you would have gotten fired. That's what it's giving me. But there's that, child. There is that. You said it's getting to the money. Okay. Mark is broker than Cynthia's eyewear. I don't know that he broke. I just think he feel like he is owed the money because his life has been put on hold because he can't date openly. He can't really show y'all his family. He didn't kept his family a secret. He got, children and things like that. So it's like his life was put on hold because he agreed to this arrangement with Kenya. So he deserves some coins. Didn't Kenya pay? Yeah, they said Kenya had paid the taxes and the property taxes. That was one transaction. But I mean, I think that was just a deposit on the transaction because that was before they got married. She cleared off his tax debt. Okay. It's giving me pay me my money from the contract deal we signed. Okay. I'm curious to know who really initiated and why the marriage ended. I don't know. All I know is that when I was in Martha's Vineyard, Kenya was in Martha's Vineyard, And I saw her and Mark sitting at the table when we was at this lobster restaurant. I cannot remember that damn name of that restaurant. Hold on, I can pull it up. Martha's. Oh look, it's on my phone. What's the name of the restaurant, Lord? Look at me in my look, y'all can't even see. Look, see, I can pull stuff up on my thing. We was eating lobster. We was in this lobster restaurant right here in Martha's Vineyard. And this is Martha's Vineyard too. I was sitting in front of the house in Martha's Vineyard. Okay, we just the same date. This is September 4th, 2017. I'm just letting y'all know. There go the date up there. And we saw Kenya and Mark there, and Kenya was so shocked to see me. She was like, "Oh my God, the blogger is in Martha's Vineyard. What the hell is going on?" Um, and it looked like they was like in a business meeting for real. They was sitting at the bar talking. That's Martha's Vineyard right there too. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know. They were sitting at the bar talking, and it was at that time that I realized that this was a yes, she was shocked, honey, because I spoke. I said, "Hey, Kenya." I'm not one to sneak pictures and nothing like that because I was on vacation as well. So I didn't want her taking those pictures of me, but I did speak. Okay. But her and Mark was sitting at the bar, and they looked at me like, "Oh my God," she thought she was gonna have a heart attack, but it is what it is. So there's that. Was there a written contract? Prove it, Mark. Can you pay this fool and let this die? That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like he can say it because he probably signed an agreement that he can't publicly, come out with it. But yeah, it's gonna come out soon, honey. It's gonna come out soon. You said Wanda Sykes. Y'all so crazy. The child is barely on the show. You right. The house is his. My name rings bells. Well, she did look a little shooketh. Okay. She did look a little shooketh. I'm like, we just eat lobster just like y'all, child. We just eat lobster just like y'all. Yes, I said hi. Wouldn't you have said hi too? I'm gonna say hi because I was surprised to see her just like she was surprised to see me. And I ain't want no funny business. Okay. Yes, we see each other. Okay. We saw each other. Moving on. Okay. You said she had to do a double take. She knew it was me, child. I think it's their daughter together. It's just in vitro and not naturally. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that trust tweet. But again, the baby is here now, so it is no debate on how the baby was conceived. The baby was conceived. It is what it is. Moving on. However, I don't think that they were ever intimate. I really don't. The cut of the home means value, not the physical house. Exactly, exactly. That means she got to sell it though. But even with that, I mean, she don't have to sell it. She need to just cut them a check. Okay, she need to just cut them a check. Exactly. Southern Fusions Restaurant, Soko. Okay, he got that restaurant. Y'all be going there. How is it? I never been. Why Kenya has to pay Mark when in fact he didn't put a dime into her house. He put energy into her career. So if it wasn't for Mark, Kenya would not have been able to pay for the house because it was Mark's presence that got Kenya back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, he got her fired and he got her rehired, but there's it. If Kenny calls the child custody legal expenses, she should pay the cost. All right. Who's gonna be Kenya's rent a man for next season? I don't know. I don't know. But we tired of this divorce. She need to go on, seal the deal, and let it go. Cause who gets divorced for 5 years? I don't understand. And then I know he mad because he can't go out. He can't show y'all his real family. He can't post on Instagram. He can't even go to dinner freely, move freely with his real woman. I know his real woman bad as hell. Like, damn, what is going on? Like, you agreed to this to get this money and get this taxes cleared up. We need to go on with our lives. Okay, the damn children gonna be grown by the time they go through this situation. Anyway, she added equity during the marriage. Okay, Bree, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Moving on, child. Kenya's divorce. I don't know. I just don't feel like I've never felt like that was a real marriage. And clearly, if they've been getting divorced for dang 4, 5 years, the attorney feels like it's not real either. The attorney is tired. What attorney is gonna leave if they're gonna keep getting money for 5 years? I'm just saying, like at some point, I feel like she probably left because it's probably gonna make her look like a bad attorney. Like people gonna be questioning her legal abilities and her law license if she involved in some shenanigans. I'm just saying, if I was an attorney, I wouldn't be involved in these shenanigans either, especially if I know y'all not really married and then I'm messing around with the court. We ain't doing that, honey. We's not doing that. Anyway, moving on. DL Schuler said, I wonder if them clothes from H&M and Men's Warehouse still hanging up with them 6 wooden hangers. Y'all so crazy. His real woman securing her assets. Okay. Did Mark say any of this to the media, or did Kenya say that Mark is saying or asking for any of this? Mark stated on the show that he had to get her company's website in order. It was a mess. I guess from what Radar Online is going by, they're going by the court records of what Mark put in the court documents of things that he was demanding. And some of the things that he was demanding was interest in the home and all of that. So there's that. It's all written down. Ain't nobody making it up. Mark ain't gotta say it now. Can the real Mrs. Marc Daly please stand? Oh, child. Oh Lord. Here we go with the sperm and the egg, Lord. People gonna be dragging me for that too. I do not want to go there. Anyway, like this video as y'all get here. I do not wish for any real marriages to break up. Now, Kenya's was a fake marriage. I still don't think that they were ever truly a couple, but that's just how I see it, from the outside looking in and knowing Kenya and the way she moves. Okay. I never believed it was and still don't. And for Team Twirl out there who was getting mad at me way back in the day when I called Mark Kenya sperm donor, how you like me now? How you like me now? It's the same. Like we like. Do I have to say I told you so? We've been going through this for so long. Anyway, moving on. A real marriage that kind of broke up. Let's talk about this segue. It's Eva Marcille and Michael Sterling. Now they were together. Okay, they've had many children together. They built a home together. They was broke together. They then came up together, and now they even got her teeth fixed and got a job with Tyler Perry. She has moved on to bigger and better things. She did not want to be with Mike no more. Okay, so Michael Sterling, if you recall, had actually said that he was going to get his wife back. He said, I am going to fight for my family. Okay, this is not over until it's over. And I am a strong black man in Atlanta, and I am an attorney, and I am not going through no divorce. Okay. But now, according to Sandra Rose, shout out to sandrarose.com, Michael Sterling has now thrown in the towel, honey, and he has gotten a divorce attorney. Okay, he was tired. Mike said, I've been trying. I said I was gonna fight for my marriage, but it ain't fightable. It's not worth fighting for no more. I guess I don't know. According to Sandra, Eva's husband, Michael Sterling, is throwing in the towel and giving up on hopes of reconciling with his long suffering wife. According to Radar Online, Michael has hired a divorce attorney to represent him. Let's make this big so y'all can see. Okay. He has represented a divorce attorney to represent him. There he is right there. And Michael, 39, publicly vowed for his marriage after Eva, 38, served him with divorce papers last month. In a statement to the Jasmine brand, Michael said, I am not going to lose my wife. I'm going to fight for her with every fiber of my being. I love her, and I plan to show her how much I love her and that our love is strong enough to get to the other side. That's what Michael said last month. Well, this month, it's now he has hired a lawyer named Crystal Holmes to represent him in the case. Eva and Michael were married for 5 years and share two minor children. And if you recall, he also adopted her young daughter from a previous relationship, Marley. Okay, they got all the kids. They got the most adorable kids. Okay. Michael adopted Eva's daughter Marley Center after her incarcerated father, Kevin McCall, terminated his parental rights. Eva is seeking legal and primary custody of the children and child support, as well as support with care and maintenance and medical costs for the children. Eva wants the court to award her equitable division of their physical assets, and she wants equitable division of their debts. Ooh, child. The couple is reportedly deep in debt, honey. Eva wiped her Instagram clean of Michael's photos after he moved out in February. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's in the water. I don't know if it's the panini, the pandemic. Everybody was like, when people spend too much time together, then afterwards they come out of it. It's like, I don't want to do this no more. Okay, and they walk away. Okay, yes, Sandra Rose is a very credible site. It was all a scheme to get a daddy for her daughter. Oh, child, she got him to do it on TV. It is recorded. He has to respond to the divorce. That's why you hire attorney. He said he didn't give up. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. I should think he should fight for his family if that's what he wants. He always has the kids. They are never with Eva. Oh, the marriage is a past. What? You wipe your IG of all your ex's photos. What's that gonna do? Is that gonna like erase the past if you clean all the photos out? I don't understand. That's what Tanya did with Paul too. Tanya and Paul don't are not together no more. And Tanya is, it is what it is. I did a video about that a few months ago. So go into the archives and watch that video. So I'm like, what is going on? Eva and Michael, Tanya and Paul, Portia and Dennis. Anyway, Portia got her a man, honey. All the castmates said she was broke. Ooh, Eva only got to with Mike when he was running for mayor. She didn't think he was gonna win. Don't even play. No, we in Atlanta. She did not think he was. No shade to Mike. We didn't, but she knew he was not going to win. He had a child on her. Mm, thank you. Shout out to Derek J. I could have combed it, but shout out to Derek J for my new hair. Okay. Anyway, he said Portia is probably next. Oh well. I don't think it's wasted years. They had beautiful kids, they had a beautiful family, and they had a beautiful time together. You cannot call any relationship a waste because when you are in the relationship, you're gonna learn something eventually. Even if it's you learn what not to do in the next relationship or what to do in the next relationship. You learn things in relationships. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Eva didn't want that man at all. She thought I cannot stand y'all. Anywho, moving on, moving on. Speaking of another person who got divorced, it's all about divorce today, isn't it? Dang. Quad. You know what? I'm gonna say quad. I'm gonna say quad. Like this video as y'all come in here, please, and thank you. I got some things to say. Now, before I go to quad, let me talk about Marcus Houston again very briefly. Okay, we talked about Marcus Houston yesterday and how he was talking about how he did not date older women and because older women have baggage and all this. Now, Marcus Houston's bandmate, Rome, what's his name? Rome? Did they used to call him Rome or Romeo? I can't remember, but he is speaking out now saying that what Marcus Houston said was not indicative of them as a group. And I'm like, are y'all still a group? What the hell? Did we like do we care? Like what is you talking about? So here is what Rome said. Child, he didn't wrote a whole soliloquy on the internet to separate himself from Marcus Houston. He said it is unfortunate that in the moment of mourning and grieving my brother, I will have to speak on statements that I do not agree with. But as a member of Immature, I would like to extend my sincerest apologies in regards to the insensitive statements made by my former group member, Marcus Houston. We were raised by a tribe of strong, independent women who faced hardships we will never fully understand. Women today have enough battles to endure, including the policing of their bodies, equal pay in the workplace, and beauty standards. It is never okay to degrade one group of women in order to praise another. You better preach. Rome sounds like pandering, but you better preach. Black women in particular are often on the receiving end of the constant negative stereotypes they fight against daily. As an adolescent group of the 90s, we did not fully understand the concept of colorism in the entertainment industry and never intentionally isolated any particular group of women in our music videos. Only that you had all light skinned girls, but that's okay. We understand colorism is colorism. Anyway, I digress. He also said, we would be nothing without the loyal fans who have stood by us for 3 decades. Some who happen to now be hardworking single mothers. As artists, it has always been important to us that the content of our music and who we represent as men would never disrespect women, especially women of color. And his views did not reflect those of the group. Okay, come through Rome. Now, people are like, was cheering him on at first until until they realized he did the same thing. Okay, listen, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to deliver the tea. I don't make it. Okay. I don't make the news. I just blog about it. Okay. So here is the original statement right here. So in the comments, everybody was like, come through, come through. Okay. Well written and beautifully stated because quite frankly, the women he referring to now are fans of the 90s and early 2000s. So all the women who were fans of IMX have been dragging them in the comments. So I guess he felt like he had to come and he had to talk about it. Now, the people are saying that he's a bit hypocritical because his wife is not black. Okay, she's not black, and they said that he married her when she was young too. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I'm just saying it just seems a little clout chasing ish that you gonna like drag your bandmate for them dragging him for saying what he said about being 20 years older than his wife. And you got a youngster, honey. You got a youngster too, and she's international. That's what they say, she international, honey. So yeah, he talking about these black men always talk about upholding black women, but they ain't marrying them. I'm just saying, where's your black wife? Anyway, let me move on. Talk about colorism and all of that. He said LDB is minding his business. Okay, talk about Brandy putting his eye out. Oh, child, I listen. They're all sick. He dealing with grief and took the time to drag Marcus when he did the same thing. Okay, I just thought I would bring that up. Now, let me go on. I just wanted to just insert that in the middle, okay? Like this video as y'all come in, okay? Now let's get on to quad web. Now, I am I will always tell you when I'm wrong, okay? And I was wrong the other day when I said that quad was unemployed and that she was not coming back. In fact, I knew that she wasn't gonna be unemployed long because she got to pay for that house. She just bought a big ass house. Okay, I'm just saying she ain't pay cash for it. She got a mortgage like everybody else, and we be looking at house too. We looked at quiet house too online. For all the people who think it's weird that we look at houses online, we looked at quiet house too. Anyway, I'm digressing. Quad is back on Married to Medicine. Okay, she is coming back now. I don't know what took so long because they already been filming and stuff. Okay. Now she has gone to deadline to issue a statement. But just the other day she was in the comment section telling the people, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm coming back. I'm so sorry and all that. So people drew from her comments that it was a done deal. Well, apparently, they have come to an agreement. We don't know what that agreement is, but she missed out on filming for the past couple of weeks now. And now she back. So Deadline said Quad is returning to Married to Medicine for season 10. Deadline has learned that despite hints that Webb was not coming back to the Bravo franchise, television personality and entrepreneurs on board for the 10th season. Webb has been part of the reality series since its debut back in March 2013. She has been a main cast member for 9 seasons, except for season 8, when she was only featured on a recurring basis. We hear Webb is returning for the new season, with filming for the show already underway. Mm, mm, mm. That's giving me she might be a friend. It don't say she back full time. It's giving me she might be a friend. I don't know, but we gonna see. Married to Medicine revolves around a group of women in the medical field, whether it is doctors or wives of doctors. The most current season featured Toya Bush Harris, Dr. Heavenly, Contessa, Dr. Jackie, Simone, Anila, and Audra Frimpong and Quad. Ahead of season 10, Saja and Metcalf announced their exits from the show. They were booted, honey. They got the boot because they had to give Phaedra some money. Okay. The departures came as reports suggest the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Phaedra Parks was joining for the upcoming season. Where is Phaedra? Members of Married to Medicine cast recently shared photos of attending the wedding of Dr. Gregory Lunsford, Webb's ex-husband. The cast that was in attendance included Walters, Whitmore, Toya Bush Harris, and Kimes. Oh, Kim's. They must mean Dr. Heavenly. Parks was also amongst the group. Let's see. Let me look at this. Let me look on that. It's on Dr. Heavenly page. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, that's all of them at the wedding. It's blurry. They should have made it bigger. Okay. Dr. Heavenly said, what a beautiful night. Married to Medicine. They got all of that. Okay. Team Daddy. All right, they do look amazing. Phaedra looks good. Okay, Toya looks good. They was all at the wedding. I wonder how Quad feels though. Like these supposed to be your friends, but there's that. So she's back. They don't say in what capacity. I'm thinking that she's coming back as a friend because look, her ex husband's wife is now the doctor's wife. Quad, on the other hand, what is Quad's business in the situation? Is Quad a doctor's wife? She's a doctor's ex wife. I guess she could be. I don't know what's gonna happen, child. But y'all will see. Anywho, let me see what y'all talking about. You said that wedding ain't gonna get much shine because Quad wasn't there. Ooh, child. Like Quad ain't been in none of these scenes. They've been filming for a good 2 months now. That's why I said she must gonna be in half the season. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Happy 420. I would like to take a few questions from you guys. Okay, we talked about Marcus Houston, honey, again, and how his bandmate then separated himself from Marcus's statements. We talked about Kenya Moore's divorce drama. We talked about Eva's divorce drama. We talked about Quad coming back to Married to Medicine, and we talked about colorist Claudia being upset about us looking at her house yesterday and how she is sending people over to say that it is weird for people to look at celebrity homes. Okay. So click this link. Let me know what you think of the topics. If I'm right or if I'm wrong. If celebrity homes are off limits, we shouldn't be looking at them. We should close our eyes. We should not even aspire to have a celebrity home, honey. That's the problem. Let me know what you think about Marcus Houston and all of that. Let me see what y'all saying is coming. Nobody on the Housewives is an actual housewife. That might. Let me see. That's true. Candy is a wife, but she's not a housewife because she worked. Todd is the housewife in that relationship. Drew is getting a divorce, so she don't technically count. Marlo was never married. Sheree been divorced for 15 years. Who else? Sonya. Is Sonya a housewife? She's married, but she's not a housewife. I don't know. You right. You right. Sonya's not a house. I mean, but a housewife. What a housewife? What does that mean? Does that mean a wife that doesn't work? Because Sonya be working now. Sonya be working, and Ross be working too. So anyway, what's Quad storyline this year? I hope it won't be all about Dr. G. Probably Claudia Bunyan Jordan, ma'am. We do not care about your dwelling. We don't. Remember MTV Cribs? It showed their homes. It did. And the Real Estate Insider does too. So y'all go check out the Real Estate Insider channel. They had all the celebrity homes over there. We was looking at Don One house and Claudia house and Akon house and who else house was over there? It was so many houses over there, child. It was a lot. Well, don't put it out there if we won't look at it. Okay, that's what I said. What about lifestyles of the rich and listen? I'm just telling you, the people was dragging me. I know all of this stuff that y'all saying. I'm just trying to just be, just trying to be nice. Okay. I look so rested. I don't have no makeup on, child. I just woke up. Well, I didn't just wake up. I woke up about 2-ish. That was up late last night, honey. We was having us a good old time last night on Patreon and on here. We was on live last night till 1 in the morning. Housewife shows where marriages go to die. Exactly, Terry Thompson. Just a mess. Thank you everybody who contributed to the stream today. Manetta and Sonya. Okay, Manetta will be a housewife because I don't know that Manetta actually works anywhere besides the home. And that's no shame. Manetta they wrote books and everything, but I don't know that she does anything else outside of her home. I don't know. But Sonya, she's a Olympic gold medalist. She be doing stuff. She be doing appearances and stuff. So is that a housewife? I be thinking a housewife not supposed to work. They just supposed to be rich and be in the house. You ready for a vacation? Aren't we all? Feeling bad for Toya. She's just gonna be a storyline for Quad and Heavily again this season. What the last part say? I hope Phaedra is not adding to the list. It's gonna be interesting. This whole situation. We got Phaedra, who is Dr. G's ex. They used to date before he and Quad got married. Then we got Quad, who was Dr. G's wife on the show. And then we have Dr. G's new wife, who reminds everybody of Toya. So it would be interesting. Quad is in that friend group though? Is she in the friend group? Like we ain't friends if you go into my ex-husband wedding. Anyway. Oh,
So I was busy agreeing, going,
I did.
yeah, you can't be going to my ex's wedding. It's weird. If you're my friend, you can't be going to my ex's wedding. What kind of friendship is that?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No, 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 no.
Not happening, Captain.
Right. First of all, hello, Michelle.
Hey, Yolaka, you look beautiful in blue.
Thank you. And you too, loving the bob.
Thank you.
So I wrote notes because I tend to forget what I want to say. Okay.
I'm ready.
Hang on, let me bring them here right in front
But
of me.
first of all, since you're here, was it weird that we were looking at Claudia's house? Did you go and see that video?
I actually caught up with the live and everything. First of all, when
Uh-huh.
it comes to property, I'm like you. Okay, I love looking at real estate. As a matter of fact, I've got certain real estate developers
Uh-huh.
websites that I've bookmarked. Like I've
Uh-huh.
got them bookmarked, and every now and then I go see what new properties they've got, and I try to like gauge to see how long it's gonna take for them to like sell it. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And I really love that. I honestly really
Mhm.
love that. So when it comes to the celebrity houses, to be honest, if it is in the public domain, I don't see how that is possibly an invasion of privacy unless someone went into their house, right, and filmed without their permission and then put it on public without, you know what I mean, without their consent,
Mhm.
without their knowledge. Then it would be considered, right, an invasion of privacy. But if it's something that's on the public domain because the real estate agent wants to try and sell the house, or the images and everything are already out there, I don't understand why that should be a problem. I don't understand
Mm.
why they should make such a big deal about it if people are fascinated.
Right.
It's weird. Well, that's what's weird. What we're doing is not weird.
Okay.
That's how I see it. It's really that simple, really. So yeah, no, I think there's nothing wrong with looking at celebrity houses, point blank and period. Um,
Okay.
as for Kenya's situation, I just at this point it's just becoming bizarre. It's just bizarre. I'm trying to figure out what is she holding on to, that like is it her that's elongating the divorce, or is it him, and what are they holding on to that's causing this to just lag on for so long? Because at this point I don't even see any financial benefit to her, because the storyline of her coming back, oh, the divorce with Mark, and as much as I want to empathize with the situation, because surely if it's a real divorce it can't be easy, but my goodness, do we have to keep enduring this for like a good 5 years?
Clearly, we do. That's what it feels like. Like,
It's crazy, because I feel like she could offer a lot more, if truth be told. You know what I mean? She could offer a lot more. Even, she's got I think she's expanded Kenya more hair care, right?
mhm.
When they did the last season, we literally just got to see a snippet of that at the very end of the season. Why didn't we see the process of her putting the deal together? You know what I mean? Because that's never an easy
But for
process.
this season though, isn't she, remember she did she's opening a spa, Kenya Moore hair spa. So
Hmm.
remember all of the people were invited, like colorist Claudia is gonna be there
Right.
and all
But
of
are we going
those.
to see the
Latoya.
process? Are
Yeah,
we
all of
going to
this was from this season or whatever. So it hasn't aired yet. So we'll see what what she has going on.
do you think we're going to see the actual process of her putting the spa together?
Maybe.
Or we're going to see the end bit of it again, just like we did when she got, put in other stores
Right.
and
When
stuff?
she
That's
came in
where
with
the
the
problem
Kenya
lies.
Moore hair care, Kenya Moore.
Literally.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem that I have with Bravo, with what they've been doing with a lot of the storylines.
Mhm.
They basically jump to the end and we don't get to see the meat of it. We don't get to see how they're really building up their businesses, and the stuff that I feel would add more nuance to their storylines, would add more depth to their actual life, rather than the bickering. We're sick. I personally am sick and tired of the bickering. That's why I've kind of reached to the point where I feel like I'm trying to wean myself off of reality TV, because they're focusing too much on the toxic side when there's actually
Mhm.
more to what these people can do than what they keep showing us over and over again. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it gets a little bit tedious, And Eva and Michael, okay, so I've been trying to figure out, right? Has this turned ugly? The Eva.
It seemed like, cause first they were saying that Eva was cheating on him with a woman on the set of All the Queen's Men, and then they're saying that Michael had a baby on her. I don't know what had happened, but something happened that kind of tore this marriage apart. I'm thinking that it was Eva that walked away because she's been
Oh,
making little comments and stuff, and
really?
that's what I think, but I don't know for sure. So, hmm.
Because when you read saying that she's requesting full custody of the
Mm-hmm.
children, that's when I was like, wait a minute, why is she requesting full custody of the children? In a lot of cases like that, it's likely that something ugly is going on behind the scenes for one party to request full custody. Otherwise, if it is a civil divorce, and everything is just fine, they'll just say, okay, equal custody. But if she's requesting full custody, I think there's a lot more than meets the eye. And it's just really,
Hmm.
really sad, to be honest. It's really
Yeah,
sad that it's come to this, to be honest. It's, nobody wants to see a divorce because the people who suffer the most is the children,
yeah,
you know, it's the children
I
that's what
agree.
suffer the
And
most.
especially because he adopted her daughter from another relationship. So
Right.
now it's like you got this whole family. The daughter already was seeking stability and finally
Hmm.
got it. And it's just sad.
It's really sad. And as for Quad, do you remember last time when
Wait,
Nene
wait, wait. This
started?
say, hold on. I'm trying to see. It says, I just tried to Google it. It says reveals the reason for the split. It don't say nothing. It just says
No.
she's seeking equitable division of assets, and Marcel filed,
Hmm.
and she said that the marriage was irretrievably broken with no chance of reconciliation.
Oh, wow.
That's all we know.
But full custody for me, it reads problems, bigger problems that meets the eye. Full custody, then why wouldn't you want him to have the kids halfway? I don't understand. But when all
Mhm.
is said
And
and done, I mean,
she got a whole new career, new teeth, new this, new that. Maybe she just want a new life, honey. I don't know.
maybe you never know. You
Mhm.
never know. And as for Quad, I was thinking about. Do you remember when Nene started in the season a bit later than everybody else filming and stuff? Do you remember
Uh-huh.
for Housewives? Do you think
Uh-huh.
there's a possibility that Quad maybe signed less episodes? Because Nene, I remember she said something along the lines of having signed less
That's clearly
episodes.
what's
So,
gonna happen because they've been filming for months, and if she just now signed on, because just
mm-hmm,
like last week, she was alluding to the fact of she wasn't back. They were
mm-hmm,
in
mm-hmm.
negotiations, and negotiations had stalled, and blah 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 blah. So if she has just now decided to come back or accept their offer or whatever the case may be, if she took a pay cut and she had to think about it for a while and they went budget, I don't know, but it feels to me like
I
yeah,
mean,
she's not gonna be
that
there.
big house.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
big house requires a lot of maintenance. And,
mhm,
as much as we might side eye Bravo, they do cut a good check,
yeah.
that can help maintain your lifestyle.
And
Unless
the
you've got something.
exposure helps maintain your lifestyle. Just
Yeah,
you being
it
on that
does.
show and getting, additional exposure can lead to additional
Hmm.
jobs and all of
Hmm.
that. And of course,
Hmm.
they get on the show and they pitch their brands. If you get a new cookbook or a new this, a new that, so it helps them in different ways besides the check. So I wouldn't, walk away too soon if I still had an opportunity
Hmm. Hmm.
to be there. So
Right, right. Can I just add something? I know it's not complete on topic, but it's something that you mentioned last time in regards to Candy and the kickbacks. Remember, like, why was Candy so pressed about Latocha's husband getting a kickback and stuff like that? And I kind of forgot to mention it to you last time. And I was like, wait, doesn't Bravo get a kickback off of everything that Candy does?
yes. Bravo gets a kickback of bedroom candy, of the restaurants, of everything that Candy does. Bravo gets a cut of it. So Bravo getting a cut of this KFC commercial she doing. Did you see she was doing a Kentucky
I have
Fried
not
Chicken?
seen it. I just find it strange that she's been doing that.
Uh, It's the Kentucky Fried Chicken for me.
Talk about pandering. And this is
It's
what
the
I feel like.
tropes of Kentucky Fried Chicken and black people and all of that, and then the fact that Bravo been accused of racism. And I don't want to bring Candy in this, but it's
These big conglomerates, ever since the Black Lives Matter movement, have made it their point to basically pander to the black audience to try and make it seem like they are including us, when in fact they're just pandering to us so that we do not complain or really fully properly call them out for their discrimination. I've seen it time and time again, not just with Bravo, but with other organizations. They've been doing the same thing. And I just wish more people would wake up and see that we're actually still being used so that they can be able to look like they're being inclusive to us. You know, so
you're right.
it's
Well, I appreciate you, Alaka. Let me take these other calls.
All
I will
right,
see you on
Michelle.
Patreon probably later tonight.
Thank you for coming early.
Anytime. Thank you for joining me today.
All right. I'll speak to you later. Okay. Bye.
Hold on. Tara Shenanigan. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm exhausted. I really just stopped by to say hi because I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep because it's not you. I'm just exhausted. I'm driving to New Orleans and I had to pull over and I was like, I'm tired, but I'm good. But I wanted to stop by and say hi. But I also think that don't judge me because I see your face, but don't judge me. But I think that Nene and Portia should do a pitch a show called Real Wives of Atlanta because the housewives, nobody's a housewife. Everybody is working. Like, it defeats the whole purpose of the name. So if we're going to, if all the wives are going to be working and, you know, everybody, you know, the show is all about drama. It's not about no housewives. You know, in the beginning, everybody didn't have a job to pitch. It was just like, hey, let's have some fundraisers. Let's have this. Let's have charity events. You know, it's none of that anymore. So now, since everybody's working, Nene should just pitch a show called Real Wives of Atlanta. You know, it's not a stolen name. No one has it. She can franchise it. You know, that's really a great idea. And then just bring back the OGs that we want to see. No one really cares about that show. It's just like Alonka says, just drama felt. You know, no one really cares. It's pretty much in the toilet at this point. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say to that Claudia thing, you know, I don't see what's so butthurt about her, you know, like why she's so butthurt, you know. Like you said, she exposed her business, and you know, if you're gonna be an A-list celebrity, your business is gonna be out there. But since she's a D-list, I guess she's like, well, I don't want my business out there. You know, she's acting like a civilian. You know how civilians get cameras in their face and they're like, oh my God, you don't have permission to be in my face. That's what she sounds like.
So someone sent me, hold on, is this it? Wait a minute. Let me go back. I'm trying to find it.
And I want to say, hey, Yolanda.
Where she was walking through the house herself and she was online. And it's like, why do you even do things like this? Here it is. I guess she was house hunting or something. And she was in the house.
Two, I'm starting off upstairs. This is a bedroom. This one is $100,000 cheaper than
that we were talking about last night. So it's like you put all of this online.
Some upgrades,
right?
Like this nonsense.
What they say about Instagram models, they just want some attention. That's what she is.
But look at
She's looking for attention.
Like
a D-list celebrity looking for attention.
Look how big this thing is. And the sun is at the back of the house.
And remember we was talking about the square windows versus the arches or whatever, and I was like, I like the windows.
Like, I can't
then we talk about she got a view of the fence
and trees and stuff. But this is a great room.
You know, Michelle, your voice is so soothing. I can't even concentrate because she's talking.
I will change these railings to glass, make it look more modern. Living room area, kitchen. Love a high ceiling, I know that.
So she posted her own house.
Very high cathedral ceiling.
Right.
Office. I think about this
with the laminate floors.
I guess we're supposed to be peeping Toms.
So I'm just trying to figure out what how is it weird or obsessed that you posted your own stuff? Anyway.
Like I said, she's a D-list celebrity looking for some attention because when you're an A-list celebrity, you don't hear no A-list celebrity. If that was the case, we wouldn't have shows like Damn, what was the name of that damn show? Cribs, MTV Cribs. Like, you don't see no celebrities complaining, no real celebrities. As a matter of fact, she ain't no celebrity. She's just somebody she's just a what they, somebody looking for attention. She's nobody. She's just like
Mm,
Latoya. She just came up
mm,
from somewhere, and we just talk about her every blue moon.
mm.
And
Oh
she just
well.
went, oh my God,
I
they
think she
exposing
just does
me.
that because she wants attention from me, and I'm not. I gave her a little bit,
Right.
so.
Right, and like you said, like she just made a long list of, oh my God, Michelle is talking about me. It, it's like she plans her day on what can I talk about that Michelle is going to bring my name up. Oh my God, it's this. But she knows that the minute she mentions your name, her name circulates the internet, and it makes her popular for 2 seconds. So
Mm,
when she wants to be popular for 2 seconds, she brings up Michelle. So,
mm.
you know, because
Oh
remember, you're an
well.
A-list celebrity, and Claudia Jordan, she's an alias celebrity. You know,
Oh, I'm not a celebrity at all. I'm just a
um,
blogger.
and listen, if I can call Big Boy on the phone, you're a celebrity. If I can call Shaq
Girl,
on the
we can't
phone,
hear
you're a
you.
celebrity. Nene ain't no D-list, okay? Nene ain't no D-list. So when you dealing with the big baller shot caller celebrities, then you're a celebrity. But Claudia can't call up Shaq. I doubt it. She can't even call up Joe, and she was in his music video. Like she barely can bring up Howie, and she was on Deal or No Deal. I'm sure he don't want shit to do with her. So let's just throw some quick shade real quick. She can't call nobody that she done had work for. She can't even call Zeus Network because she done threw their name in the mud. So and there
Oh,
was a black foundation. She don't want to go back with them anyway. They too black for her.
oh,
I'm
oh
sorry.
well.
I had to bring some drama, sprinkle some shade in there because she
We
nobody.
gonna drag us some more on the Patreon when I read this long ass message she been sending my
Right.
friends and
I
like
know you're gonna
she
be on
been
there tonight, and
stalking all
I
my
should be
friends.
right. And I should be pulling up in New Orleans at 9 o'clock. I'll be waiting for you at 10 because I
All
know
right, well, safe
it's already
travels.
past your bedtime.
Bye, Taurus. Goodbye. Look, shout out to my squad coming in here. Okay, it's not that deep. It's not. You said does Claudia still have those start? I don't know, child. See, this is what happens. Y'all gonna start dragging, and then I'm gonna get blamed for it. I came on here just to tell y'all about Marcus Houston and Rome, and Kenya's divorce, and Eva's divorce, and Quad coming back, and y'all done turned it into the roast Claudia show. I said a little bit about what how she felt about yesterday's live, but we have moved on. But anyway, this has been a cute little midday live. I might start coming live in the midday again soon. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Okay, we've been on an hour. I'm gonna leave it at an hour. Okay. Y'all go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you are not subscribed. Okay. And you can also feel free to join my Patreon, patreon.com. I am ATLN. I will put the link in the description box for the low price of $5. Okay. We will be over there tonight. Hold on, I got one more person, child, that slipped in here. Yes, ma'am, we about to go.
You look so pretty.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I love your hair.
Oh, thank you.
And Michelle, why you ain't
Yeah,
talking about Mama D giving Bambi the blues? Why we ain't talk
I
about
don't
that?
talk about children.
We ain't talk about children.
I
You
know,
don't
but
talk
it
about
started
children.
with the children.
She shouldn't have
Children.
never said nothing. But she 18 now. She ain't a child. She's a young girl.
Well,
She
I
should
don't
never
want to talk
started.
about it. She's still their child.
Oh, okay. But you did a good live last night. You did a good live today. I'm so proud of you. Before 9 o'clock, before 10 o'clock. You was not playing yesterday. I'm so
I told y'all
proud.
I was gonna start doing some daytime lives now. Don't be so surprised now.
And don't be trying to show your house no more, Michelle.
I'm not gonna show my house. Y'all told me don't show my house. I'm not gonna show my house. Y'all just see it when I sit in the outside.
All right. Behave yourself, Michelle. Oh, is Josh coming back over?
I don't know. He might.
Are y'all
He
drinking
probably sleep.
today?
I don't.
I
I
need
ain't
to
drunk.
find a service to sing you wine.
I can only drink one day a week. I told y'all alcohol is not my friend anymore.
Wine is not the same as liquor.
I know, but yeah,
And
yeah.
congratulations on all your accomplishments and your sale and your 100K and whatever else you done did, because you always doing something.
I'm always doing some real G's moving silence like lasagna, honey.
Lasagna.
Lasagna, duh.
All right.
Well, I appreciate your side eye.
Mhm.
Thank you. Not Josh is sexy, is he? Oh, Michelle made me rush home. Okay, rewind and watch it from the beginning. Okay. Anyway, oh, excuse me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. Okay, and check out Patreon and all of that. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Shaggy is in, bitch. Shaggy is in. Shaggy. These people don't like Michelle, but that's my that's my
Fuck them hoes. Ain't that right, Brandon?
I love y'all. Atlanta is the best place in the world. Don't ever get it twisted. I am definitely straight from the A.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, I'm Dr. Heavenly, and this is Straight from the A.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl Candy, and you are logged in to straightfromtheA.com. And you know, hey, I gotta represent because I'm straight from the A.
Y'all throw the A